Brr. Oké, extreem. Ik denk extreem. Ik denk ik is bezig om te streamen. Hold on. Oké. I think I'm live. Alive. Uh-oh. Let's see. I think I spelled ik denk hier het verkeerd gespeld. Oh. Yep. Yep, ik heb het verkeerd gespeld. I spelled it wrong, guys. Hold on. There's a spelling error. It's fixed now. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. Okay, I'm just double checking things, guys. I thought I was streaming this whole time, and then the software was lying to me, so I moved a little bit further. I probably babbled, so you guys didn't have to hear that. But anyways, I don't think you guys can hear the desktop audio, which is Gucci. And I didn't get on quite a lot, to be honest. I just spoke about the things that I was gonna do. I did activate the screencast keys so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So it's down here and it's red, so you guys can be like, bam, I know what he's doing. So yeah, okay. And then I've got the, okay, the references, guys. Where is it? Here it is. Awesome. So references, big thing when you are busy making weapons. This little software that I've got here is a brilliant software. Go and check it out. Go and support them. They're doing an absolutely amazing job. It's a free software as well. So it's called PureRef. Should probably have started with that. And you can drag and drop your stuff on, thank you, Mr. Dorkwing. I appreciate you. So you can drag and drop your references into one place. If you've got two screens, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you've got one screen, still amazing. Alt tab is a winner. And yeah, you just group up stuff, high qualities, your lefts and your rights and your tops and your bottoms and so on and so forth. And you just get going, honestly. You just get going. So what makes this software also quite nice is you can, you know, have a pen and pen things out. So draw on this thing, make analysis of what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. What is nice about this is it just gives you that extra bit of, you know, feel to how are you going to tackle this problem. And yeah. So we're busy with a Kriss Vector. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. And just a disclaimer, I am not a professional. I am also still learning. So please, if you have a comment to deliver, I'm going to take it and I'm going to learn from you. You learn from me. We learn from each other. We love each other, you know? So yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to clarify. I am still learning. Another cool thing that you can go and do if you're doing anything to do with Blender and trying to learn topology and stuff like that. Aran, he's on YouTube. I think it's Aran. He's insane. Go and check out his topology tips. And then there's another guy. I'll link both guys in the description after the video or the stream. I'll link them in. Go and check those two out. Beautiful topology tips. And then of course we've got go onto Pinterest and then hard surface. Just go and search up, you know, like hard surface topology techniques. Now, sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not okay. It really depends on. It really depends. But yeah, it's sometimes it's a nice place to get inspiration for the or not inspiration, but to get the what's it called? Fix to the problem that you have. There we go. To get the fix to the problem that you have. So yeah, just go and check these out. Pinterest is full of some great ideas, and also reference images. Oh my word, full of reference images. So yeah, go and check that out. But yeah, okay, cool. Let's get into it. Dorkwing is also watching Aran. Oh yeah, man, that guy's tops. Now I'm not a topology master. I would like to be one day when I'm big. I'd like to be a topology guy, a big topology guy. But this is what we are stuck with at the moment. Me learning to be a topology guy. So yeah, I've got the subdivision surface is now not applied. If we apply it, we can just double check. And what we also can do is we can, in the lighting, you can add a matte cap to your model and check out if there are any artifacts. So for example, here's an artifact that you can fix by just the flow just needs to be correct. So instead of it going straight, it just needs to flow correctly around this corner. The way we will do that is we'll just add one of these and just make it nice and flowy, like so. And we just want to make sure that these guys, like so, drag, double G. Oh yeah, never mind. I've got my thingamajiggy over there, so that's good. And apply. So as you can see, we don't have too much artifacts there yet anymore. We've still got a little bit that needs fixing. So I'm not gonna if I get quiet and don't speak a lot, please forgive me. That's me just trying to figure things out. But let me know what the quality of the stream is, please. Those of you who are watching, so that I can just, if it's not as good, we can fix it real quick. So what I did with this is I just shrink wrapped it on top of it instead of bringing it out and making it more complex geometry or topology. I just shrink wrapped it over. I guess you could bring it out and do more complex. me personally, I think it's okay if it just, I don't know. I'm not a professional, but it looks good to me. It looks okay. Um, and then I just applied a solidifier just to give it that little bit of a bump, and a subdivision surface to make it nice and smooth. I curved out the edges like so, as you can see there. Let me do this. Carved out the edges. So, and a mirror modifier to mirror it on both sides. So yeah, this edge needs to go straight. So we're going to bring this down. This needs to go cut through here. Gonna see if I can just do a cut, see what happens. See if I can just do a beautiful little cut through there. And obviously on the opposite side as well. Hold on. I think I did something wrong. Okay. Bring this over. Let's see. So I'm just holding down Alt. When you double tap G and hold down Alt, you can move it both ways. So that is a pretty cool. That's a bird. Okay. What I'll do like to do is use the 3D cursor. Keep it in global. Use the 3D cursor. Oh, goodness gracious, that birdie. It's crazy. And just sync it to the 3D cursor. So Shift S to take the 3D cursor to the selected area. And then to line it up, you just select the opposite one. Scale, Z, and then it scales it. And then it brings those vertices up to where the 3D cursor is. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Now that's the one issue. If you applied your mirror modifier, then you just have the issue of sorry, I'll continue my sentence in a second. You'll have the issue of having to do things twice. Which isn't too bad. I don't mind it. But if you're on a deadline, which I think for this thing I am, you want to keep it tight and quick. Cool. Nice thing about this matcap is it does allow you to see those artifacts. Like there, for example. So we want this to be flowing through there and not go into want to keep this circle nice and tight. So just gonna cut through here, enter, and add one of these guys. Symmetrize with F3. This guy. I see what you mean. I will get the get both sides on the same what's it called? On the same page, and then we will symmetrize. That is a genius idea. Damn. You see? That's why you need to stream. People give you damn good ideas every now and then, man. That's freaking amazing. So we want to keep this nice and tight. Let's bring this up like so. And this one should be down here. Thank you, Dorkin. Now I think that should be... Just gonna try and line them up nicely. And then I'll sort this mess out in a second. No, man, you're fine, you're fine. Hold on. Let me see if it works. See if the symmetry works. There we go. Some vertices work. Others don't like each other very much. But it's okay. You see? Dork. That works. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah. Let's see. Bring this around. There we go. That's what we want to do. Cool little add-on that I bought is this little snap to vertices. It's like $1. And it works like a bomb. So you can bind it to a different key. I think the first time I used it, it was on my mouse button, on one of my mouse buttons, but now it's just two, and then you can snap them. You can just snap your vertices to certain other vertices. It just makes the process of making things a lot quicker and a lot more fun. Now we don't need this, unless it gives us more of a smooth edge. This is dodgy. And this just needs to curve just a little bit. But we don't need this. You, sir, you need to go down there. Bam. Let's see what it looks like with the subdivision surface. That looks, it needs to be flat though. That's the issue. It needs to be nice and flat. Hmm. I'm gonna try and do this like so. And remove this so that it's nice and then the same on the opposite side. I've not modded other games, to be honest. Arma was the first. I started on actually, now that I didn't spend much time on it. But Operation Harsh Doorstop, that was the first one that I started modding. That was ages ago. And yeah, that was ages ago. And then after school, I started with Arma Reforger. So Arma Reforger is probably the you know, what's it called? It's the game that I started modding on. Just gonna move this up just a little bit and rotate. Maybe that was a mistake. Yes, it was a mistake. I'm just gonna leave it. Just gonna leave it. Yeah, man. Blue Drake. I watched a lot of his stuff. I got into that area of stuff. I thought it was. I'm not too sure what happened to it. Operation Harsh Doorstop. I'm not following that area. Or that game anymore. So yeah, it's an interesting one for me. I thought it did have, if it didn't go anywhere, it did have a lot of potential to be like Bellum, you could say. It was before Bellum. It was a lot like Squad. It was apparently supposed to be the next Squad. So yeah, I'm not too sure what happened to it, but it was good. It was fun modding for it. But Armor Forger was much more cleaner to mod for than whatchamacallit. All right, let's see if we can bring these two down. Cool. Okay, cool. We've got a... We just need to press this down so that it's nice and flat. I had a look at Bellum. I watched Drewski's operator Drewski's video on it today. It looks very promising. They just a lot of stuff look absolutely amazing that they added. I hope for the best for them. I really do. They've got a lot of potential. We just have to see how they handle the feedback. And I think when it comes down to game studios, the best game studios are the ones that listen to the people. So, yeah. We'll have to see. Uh-huh. There's an issue. Okay, there we go. Nice and tight on that area. If you guys have any other like tips or stuff like that, let me know. We can try it out. See if it works. It's real slow though. Oh my word. I'm just trying to get that angle. And not do this to that area. Yo, mister, how you doing? Mr. Low? I'm gonna say low. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Just testing out a few things, streaming wise. Making sure everything works well. For future streams and getting back into the game, you know? Getting back into the game of streaming. I've been out of it a little while, and content creation. I'd like to get back into it now that I've got a better setup for streaming. So yeah. The only issue with this little add-on that I've got, this little snap to vertex add-on, is what's going on there? Is that the what on earth? Sorry, I'm gonna finish my sentence in a second. That it sometimes deselects the mesh that you're busy with. So you press 2 and then it won't highlight like this. easiest way to fix that is just go back into object mode, select the mesh, and then just go back in and continue snapping the points. So that looks quite nice right now. Let's see on the opposite side. I don't want to do that to that area. So, gonna have triangles. Triangles are not good at all. But that could be turned into a quad. Oh, triangles aren't the end of the world, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, clean. There we go. That's what we want. A little curve. Not to be a curve, but to be a straight line. Let's see. Low. Yeah, I know, low. I've been out out for a while. I think 6 months or 7. But yeah, hopefully getting back into the game with these type of things, and Unreal Engine, but Unreal Engine in the sense of focusing on Bellum type stuff, like how to create ballistics or how to make weapons and meshes for Unreal Engine, and then just the chill sessions of creating maps in Armor Forger. I still do like it. It's still fun. It's exciting. It's relaxing to create maps and environments. And yeah, the odd gaming session every now and then, maybe like, I don't know, some stuff like something that pops up. I mean, I don't know, maybe Armor Forger one day after a long session like this and you need a break. Armor Forger, playing that, or going on to War Thunder, or not Unreal Engine, Resident Evil or something like that. So yeah, we'll see. But I like where this went. This is beautiful. This is quite nice, and it flows. We don't need anything else than that. If we do it, ooh, nice and sharp, beautiful. Let's look at the references. Yeah, nice and sharp. LiDAR maps. I've tried to use LiDAR maps for Armor of Forger's stuff. They're very high quality. The only issue that I have personally experienced is it takes a lot of space. Unless you've got time, good Wi-Fi to download everything, and what's it called? Storage for it, go for it 100%. If you don't have those two, I would recommend just using standard QGIS stuff for making maps, to be honest. Like the NASA, not the NASA, the NASA website is pretty good, to be honest. And but if you want LiDAR, I've seen what LiDAR looks like. It's insane, absolutely insane. Like the quality that you get like the little dents of a road you would get on your map. So if you want that high quality, go for LiDAR, and you've got the high quality. You've got good uh, internet, and you've got the space. Voila. Alrighty. Cool. Let's start with this section now that we've got this beautifully done. Oof. Let's just double check for any more artifacts. Any more weird things going on. There's a weird little thingy-majiggy going on. But yeah, keep the if you've got any more questions about Armor of Fortune, I'll 100% answer them. It's not a problem. Send them over. We can have a chat about them. Just want to line these up without. That is a alarm. There we go. This curve looks nice. Let's see here. Darkwing, you're doing modding? Oh, you gave up modding for a Counter-Strike. Fair enough. I can believe that. Counter-Strike is... I've played before. I had to stop because it is very addictive. Very, very addictive. So, yeah, I get you, man. I get you. I was even Valorant, man. Goodness gracious, it is extremely addictive. But it's fun. It's fun. Okay. Let's see if we can curve this around nicely. Hold on. Let me check. George. Yeah, George, the 2 meters and even the 5 ones are insane. Insanely crazy. It's game changing. To be completely honest. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Let's get these. Test out these quads. Curve them around there. Like so. Whoa. Hey. What the heck? Oh. Oh. That's the issue. That is also an issue. Hold on. There is a tiny issue. Ah. Ew, yuck. I'm just gonna do this. Take that away. Go around there, take that away. Some of the geometry got a little bit messed up with all the faffing around. Honestly, hold on. Aha. There we go. Well, we just gotta fix everything nicely. I have never used World Machine uh, for my maps. I've always used not open, QGIS or GQIS. I always get those two mixed up. Um, but yeah, I've never used World Machine. I have seen people use World Machine. It's probably one of the better ways to make a custom, like a proper custom map. But I personally haven't used it. Hey Dork, that symmetry that you recommended works like a beast. I appreciate you. Cool. Seems like we've got everything sorted out with the issues. I just want to make sure. These are nicely lined up. Nice. These guys. Ooh. Okay, just double checking that symmetry. Just want to get rid of these little thingies. This little artifact right here. Hmm. I can believe you, Dork. That's definitely, I can believe that. Okay. So, oh, what the heck? Okay. That is definitely not what we want. There we go. Nice and clean. Now, we just need to make sure everything like this is clean. And on this side as well. At the moment, it doesn't have very good edge flow. Hey, whoa. Whoa. Relax, buddy. Relax. There we go. Some nice edge flow would be good. Get this guy down there, down there. Mm-hmm. Now, got edge flow. There we go. Cool. Bring this out. Mm-mm. Ah, ugly. I keep on finding those things. Check out. There we go. Double check references. Oh, there we go. Where's the front view? There it is. Haha. Got a little bit of a curvy curve. Curves there and there. And it meets the edge as well. So, what we're gonna do, delete these. Match these up. Both sides. Gonna dissolve these edges. And use the little snapping tool to snap these together. this guy, take out that symmetry, and then activate it again. Merge. And we saw that it goes to the edge, so we probably need to delete these as well. Faces. What we can do is we can delete these and these. Select that. Bring it up. Now we've got that nice curve. We just need to bring it up on the Z axis. There we go. Got that nice curve. And extrude it out to the sides. Bring it up just a little bit, just to get that little edge curve. And then what I'm gonna do is just to, it really depends. If you're not gonna see, for example here, what I did here, because we're gonna have, whoa, where's my, oh, hold on, there we go. Because we're gonna have this area covering up this part, it would be your waist geometry, in a sense, to cover this up, if you get what I mean. So me personally, I don't cover this up because the player's not going to see it. If, for example, he's going to see this, like in there, maybe he's going to see it. When he inspects the weapon, he's probably not going to see it. Maybe he sees it, maybe he's not going to see it. If you look through this area, then you'll be able to look straight through the weapon, so it breaks a little bit of realism. So I just covered that up. But because this is going to be completely covered up, I'm just going to cover up this little bottom part and then leave the rest open. Cool. Now the same with this. Just going to bring it down like so. Hey, come on now. Stop. Whoa. Like so. There we go. Beautiful. Select the top, extrude. This is a little issue, but that's fine. Can be easily fixed by just doing this. F. Oh, not D. F, F. Come on, dude. Oh, yeah. There we go. Cool. And now we're gonna apply a cube. We're gonna call it rails. Rails. SM rails. Cool. What's cool about that add-on, it just gives you the ability to quickly name things as you place them into the world. That's pretty cool. There we go. We're gonna quickly apply a mirror modifier, make our lives much easier. And also apply the geometry, or not the geometry, but apply the transformations. I completely forgot what I wanted to say, or what the word was for that. And there we go. And now, actually, what I'm gonna do, I wonder if I go this boolean. No, it's the opposite way around. This guy booleaned. I know you're not really supposed to use these guys, but let's see what happens. Little issue over here. Easy fix. Do these like so. Bam. So at the moment, I'm making these for Arma. For the Patreons on Arma. I'm making these, so or this one. I'm also trying to make it as well for Unreal Engine. Trying to see if that is I'm trying to delve into that Unreal Engine thing. And see if it works. How it works, and it would be cool to have my own weapon and not have to go and buy a weapon on CG Trader. So I'm trying it out. I think for a Kriss Vector. Kriss Vector is, I thought it was going to be a decent project, but it turned out to be a monster of a project, I'm not going to lie. So, we'll see. We'll see how this comes out. Hopefully it comes out well. But, well, we will see. Okay, now. Hey, whoa. Whoa. Too quick. Top, left, front. Give me the front, the back. There we go. Just want to line this guy up. Control. Yeah, it is. It's definitely gonna have a custom like what's it called? Like a little logo in there, just so that there's no complications in the future with models being bought on CG Trader. When I put this on CG Trader, it can't be easily taken without getting rid of that uh, texture. Unfortunately, that is an issue that needs to be thinking of, but it's okay. Okay, up and down like so. Hmm. What am I doing? Why? You should be able to mark internal faces with a watermark. Yeah, I've got substance, so that's where this baby is gonna go after all the UV unwrapping and all that type of stuff. I'm not looking forward to the UV unwrapping, but it is part of the game, so it has to be done. See if we can take this guy out a little bit more. Mm-mm. Okay, now looking at the reference, we need this little rail cover. So it comes up over, hold on, front view. I was just on it. There we go. Comes up like so. So that's a quad. It's a quad. Hmm. That's a quad. Cool. Hey, whoa. Ah, we've got a little. There we go. This guy goes there. This guy can be up a little bit. Have I looked into Marmoset? I have not heard of Marmoset, to be honest. I bought the 2025 version on Steam of Substance. Marmo set. Marmo set. Let's have a look. Is it free? No, it's not. It's not free. Oh, I love free things. But unfortunately, it's not free. It's a free trial though. And buy now. How much would you pay for it? Subscription is $18 per month. That ain't too bad. However, Substance, I've just learned Substance is, oh, it's beautiful. It's really nice. I really do like it. True. I'm just looking at the documentation at the moment. Here it is, guys. So you can see what I'm looking at. Here it is. Good old. Got some character texturing, which is nice. It looks a lot like Substance. I see what you mean, Dork. I see what you mean. However, to be honest, I would recommend Art Surface Art, Substance Painter. If I personally had to recommend something, just because I know it now, and I know it a little bit better, to be honest. But this looks really nice. This looks real nice. Look at that. Ooh, Vespa. Oh my word. No, give me back my Vespa. I want to see the Vespa. Ooh, that's nice. The dust or the ah, this reminds me of Arma 3, Arma 3's Little Birds. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. You can also buy the Steam version of what you call it, of Substance Painter, which is pretty cool. Like, but buy the full version. You don't have to like pay per month. You could buy the full version. Let's see. Bring it up just a tad bit. Like so. And then bring him out. Bring him up. Whoa. Don't do that. Bring him out. Like so. Bring him in like so. And add a modifier. Mirror. We also want to select these, delete the face in between, otherwise that's going to give us issues. Bring it up. And bring it across, like so. So we've got these vertices. We can also add a subdivision modifier, shade smooth, and now we can start making this look all nice. I'm going to keep it nice and close. The reason for that is next time well, not next time. All I'm going to do is just select this part and then extrude it or zoom it out to the left. So take this, take that, zoom it out like so. So we've got that beautiful edge flow. You know, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this as well. Take this away so that only I have to work on aha. Set origin to geometry, boom. Now we only have to focus on this part. YouTube auto mod got you. Oh, yes, dude. Abel Lee 3D is freaking tops. If you don't know him, go and freaking check him out. You're missing out big time. I agree with you. Abel Lead. I've learned that's where I learned to do the substance painter stuff, man. And then UV unwrapping from him. Oh, no, he's good. He's real good. No, we don't want we want a sharp edge there. As we can see, nice and sharp. Do we have any other front pictures? We do. Slide front pictures. There we go. It's curved up as well. I see that now. Only that one is curved up though. Or am I being stupid? It doesn't seem like all of them are curved up. I'm not going to do that. It's just going to complex things. Complicate things. There we go. Nice and sharp. Then we can whoa. If ever you zoom in and you start cutting like this, what you can do is you can go to view and then clip start, decrease that to 0.001, and then you don't clip when you zoom in. Snag rail spec. Hold on. NATO rail accessory. Ooh. I'm having a look at it. Exactly, George. That's a good call. I appreciate you, my man. Dork, you're correct. So I'm having a look at it now. Seems like I've got it here, 21.1. 21.1. See these measurements. This guy to that guy. It's about 51 centimeters. Exactly. We're gonna be freaking Bob the Builder, man. Centimeters. That's probably not a good idea. I'm gonna decrease the size, scale it all down just a tad bit. $41 or $48. Am I being stupid? Hold on, I've got a ruler. This is huge. Okay. This is absolutely huge. Needs to decrease a lot more. I actually need to freaking build an add-on that I can just go like middle mouse or side mouse button, click, click, and then it shows you the 2 point. Almost there. Almost there. It just needs to decrease a tiny bit more. It needs to be 21.2. How did it become bigger? No ways, bro. Huh? I think this is kaput. Yeah, George, I get you. I get you completely. It's Blender is an interesting program. It brings out a side to you that you never knew you had. Um, talking about personal experience. It's so close. $23. Come on, man. A little bit more. No, not that small. 21.8. It needs to be 21.2. Brother. I need to. What the hell is that? Oh. Delete that. What? Scale it down just oof, a tiny bit. See whether we fixed it. 21.6. We need 21.2. 21.5. What? 21-1? Oh my word. We're gonna leave it at 21-3 because it's so close. (21-4). Actually, this is such a tedious little thingy. Yep. 21-4 is like 2 mils off. That's fine. There we go. Gonna do this, gonna do that. Hey. Still in the... Go like so. There we go. Beautiful. And now we've got nice edge flow. G. There we go. And we're gonna add clipping so that everything lines up nicely. Delete faces. Just like that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We're getting there slowly but surely. Bam. Bam. Bring it up a little bit more, like so. That's a little bit wonky. Reference. Front reference. Comes up and it's flat. Okay. Oh, hey, there we go. So now we need to just make this area a little bit more flat. Yeah, sorry, I'm not speaking much unless you guys have questions. Um, I'm just trying to figure this little little part out. On this side as well, we need to still. Seems like this side did not. Went a little bit wonky. Seems like it. That is so odd. I don't understand what did that. But that's okay. Um, this side should be good to rock and roll. Nice rock and roll. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're gonna apply the mirror modifiers. Ooh. Hold on. Actually, we can make our lives a lot better by whoa, whoa, whoa. Computer, please. Don't freak out on me. Okay, we're gonna apply this, and then we're gonna try and, no, not duplicate, apply. And then we are going to, normally, it starts over here. Like so. then reapply the mirror modifier. And now we'll fix that in a second. There we go. Okay. We have issue. Going to do this. No. Yeah, okay, maybe we do that. The one thing that I do want to add is I'd like to add some music, but ad-free music is hard to come by. So at the moment you guys are sitting in silence. I do apologize for that. Let's see. What can we do? Dissolve these. I did not see the new terrain hole thing coming to 1.7. Is it like a tunnel building thingy? I'm not too updated on the infusion stuff at the moment. Okay, there we go. Almost there. Almost there. Almost done with the rail properly this time. What is cool? Oh my word! I cannot speak. What is cool now is now all you do is you add a ray modifier, and you set this to 0, and you set this to 1, -1. Sorry. There we go. Now, got your rails. You'll just have to come in here, delete these faces, and merge. Now, the only issue that you'll face is these guys. Or actually, no. What you do, actually, hold on. 1,000 rocks into it. Yeah, no, I know the feeling, low. I know the feeling. It's painful. Bunkers. It could definitely be a very nice addition to Arma. Very nice addition to Arma. So yeah, if it is what we think it is, it's gonna be exciting. If it's not, oof, I think it could disappoint a lot of people. Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay. So now we've got this. We've got that. We don't want that corner to be, we want it to be nice and sharp, so we're not gonna edge flow that. Yeah, we can only hope, man. We can only hope. That's all we can do. That is all we can do. Hmm. Oh, sorry. Take these. Make sure they're clipping. Like so. These are a little bit sharper. Let's look at the imagery. They are a little bit sharper, so let's make them nice and sharp. There we go. That's what we like to see. Cool. There we go. Now we duplicate this. Rails underscore array. Bring this out. And then on this one, we remove these panels. Cool. And bring it in. like so. We'll merge it on a later stage. Now we just want to apply the array modifier to this guy, and do this -1, do this 0, and put on merge. Cool. Now something looks off. These need to be 2 centimeters. Come on, dude. Man, please, work with me. This needs to be 2. Oh, it's almost 2. Oh my word. That's actually perfect. And be this also needs to be 2. So that needs to be brought up. Wait, my word. I think it might be on experimental versions of Workbench. I'm gonna go and check it out right now. Did the update release? Let's see. Tools. I don't think it did. I think it's only our it's only our creators that needs an update. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it had an update. Does anybody know when the next update of Infusion Tools is gonna be released? Oh, I see, I see, I see, I see. Okay. Ah, that's what it made it a little bit dodgy. We had our normals flipped. Rookie mistake. Boom, bam, bam. Sorry guys, this ain't too entertaining. Um, we will merge that in a second. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. There we go. Patch notes are on the experimental server. They also have the workbench patched notes too. Cool stuff. Alrighty. Guys, it still looks a little bit odd to me. Something's looking weird. There's not supposed to be that many. If I extended the whole gun through, that looks weird. In accordance with the... If we look at the... Something looking weird. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'll be back in a split second. Alrighty, I am back. I don't think. Hmm. Something is not working. Okay, there we go. Bam. There we go. It looks a lot better. And it has proper topology now. Well, not proper. That may be an overstatement. To best topology to my knowledge, you could say. So now we just need to unwrap it so that when we apply the modifier, everything is nicely unwrapped. How are we gonna place this guy? We're gonna delete this guy. Take these like so. Fill in the blanks. There we go. Hmm. Cool. Bring this guy over here. Slap that guy. Dissolve these. There we go. Damn, I really wish we had music, man. Otherwise, I don't want to get, those copyright strikes. That's the that's the only thing I'm a little bit cautious about, is getting a copyright strike. What? Dead kaput. Okay. We can do that. I wonder. Yuck. Yep. Okay, we'll come back to that one later. This is starting to annoy me. um Now let's do this bottom part, and then I think I am going to end the stream and I don't know, play something. Uh, let's see what we have. We've got War Thunder, Arma 3. I don't know. I'm not feeling Arma 3. Resident Evil, War Thunder, Valorant, Arc Raiders, Peak. Oh, Peak is fun. Hell Let Loose, Armor Reforger, Fortnite. We don't do Fortnite no more. It's just there. Modern Warfare 3. I tried to play that the other day. There was nobody online. This is crazy. So that's probably out of the question. But yeah, maybe start something. Take a break. Um, there we go. Line this one up. Yo, dork. So what you thinking? What you thinking with the for the games, man. I think I'm gonna do this actually. Take this away. Try and line this up. Oh, what were you? I'm thinking of after the stream playing a game, Resident Evil. I haven't played that one yet. It's on my bucket list. War Thunder, Valorant. We've got some Arc Raiders, Hell Let Loose, Armor of Forger, Peak. Oh well, Peak is only for mates, to be honest. If you've got mates, you've got those. Let's see. This curve. How are we gonna do this curve? That's how we can do that curve. They made a new. Our creators made a new map. That's crazy. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Oh my word. Yeah, Ark is a fun game, but it does get pretty repetitive at some points. I do feel you. Hmm. Okay. So we've got this nice loop flow. We've got, we need to do this now. Also, just get that loop flow going. Um, hey, whoa, what the heck? There we go. Ah, dude, this is an absolute mess. Um, let's have a think. I don't think this is the way. This is definitely not the way. Okay. Oof. That up. Hmm. Boxing out the basic shape of the weapon, of the bottom part, not the weapon, the bottom part. And applying the transformation and adding a There we go. Oh, not everything. Beautiful. Okay, now let's see. Can add this a little bit more forward. That's going to give us a nice curve. That's going to give us a nice curve. We do need a curve right there. You know what? I'm just going to delete these for now. We don't need these. We need to make curves out of them. What happens if I add a subdivision surface? We do. Ooh. Oh my word! What was that? let me clear my voice. Damn, that was disgusting. We get a nice curve there. That's good. Look at that curve. It sounded like a dead cow. Okay. That ain't too bad. It looks horrid at the moment. We're just gonna shade smooth to make it look a little bit better. And then we're gonna keep on moving. Gonna duplicate this, or bevel split this. You'll see why in a second. There we go. And lastly, we're just gonna do this and that, this and that. That'll give us, oh, that will give us nice edge flow. Something we definitely need. Go with clipping, select these. There we go. Okay, that's nice. Now we've got those nice curves. That's what we like to see. We're gonna bring this in with on the x-axis, just a tad bit. Gonna add a so 9 vertices. What? And then we're gonna add one of these like susted and like that. Beautiful. Wait a minute. I'm not thinking properly. Hold on. We don't need these. All we need is there we go. That's what we need. Reference curves, and then it curves another. It does look like it does have a little bit of a bump coming out. No, okay, I see, I see, I see. So it goes inward. So it goes inward. There we go. Okay. Something like that could do the trick. A bit more distance on these guys. That's a nice curve. We can sharpen up that curve. Just like that. There we go. Starting to take to look like something. Just need to focus on these on this curve. So what we'll do is we'll make this curve sharp because we can see that that's a nice sharp curve over there. Double checking it, another nice sharp curve. Again, a nice sharp curve. So what we'll do is we'll add something here and we will this guy needs to curve as well. Hmm. Okay. Slowly but surely. Uh. Okay. Like so. Hmm. That's starting to look good. Hmm. This front is annoying me just a tad bit. Hmm. Hey, damn, let's go. We got that. We've got it. There we go. Yes. Beautiful. So just to make these sides a little bit more sharp, we're just gonna delete the faces. Makes it nice and sharp. With this guy, it is. The front grip is right. You're correct. Hold on. Let me go to the references. We can see that we've got a little rail there. So that would be the same as the top. So we'll just duplicate the top and the bottom and to the bottom, and we should be fine. Yeah, it's nice. It's you've got a lot of different variants with these. You've got this guy, you've got these guys, and then you've got this guy. That one's already been shown, and then you've got these ones that are just added. That look pretty sick. Right there. So yeah, there's different ways of doing it. Hold on, let me check one without these front guards. Okay, cool. Okay. George, I will read it out in a split second. I'll be with you in a split second. Too many reversions of the gun. Already hence the front end changes. A good reference for how they are put together are the Royal Armories channel and Forgotten Weapons. Is this for the Vector? Obviously it's for the Vector. Me just being stupid. Sorry, man. So let me, good references. Royal Armories. Let's put that up. Cool. I appreciate you, George, for those references. Thank you. Both channels have videos of them being disassembled and being shot, as it does look like it's gonna fall to pieces in real life. Huh. Okay. I'll give it a look. Once the stream finishes, I'm gonna definitely have those for a look and take a few screenshots, just for some references. Again, I appreciate you, George. Whack this guy, whack that guy. Bam, there we go. Still got the curve. Think of the latest version. I think the latest version has a different mounting for the stock, if I remember rightly. Now it folds. I think you're correct. The latest version, I'm pretty sure, I can be wrong, I'm pretty sure the latest version looks more like this, with the foldable stock in the back and has this little extension area. I think the older ones look like this. I'm not too sure, but these seem pretty new. With these little, there it folds. So no, dude, it's honestly it's practice, George. It's just it's just a lot of pain and practice. But I'm glad it oh, how do I say it? I'm glad it looks easy. it it doesn't feel like it, but I'm glad it's entertaining. um so what I'm now going to do is I've started making an add-on that is that helps you with um, distances of edges. So I'll put that into, I'm going to test that in action now and see whether it actually works or if it needs some more working on. So, okay, let's test it out. So it's this weapon workbench. I'm going to select the edge and I'm going to say it should be 0.5, 0.1. No, let's say half of that, 0.25. Hmm. Point 0.5. This one also 0.5. That one also 0.5. 0.5. Cool. Now we'll just select those edges. And now, is this one 0.5? Are we sure? Yep, now it's 0.5. Okay, and this needs to be, let's dissolve that edge for now. There we go. We got these guys. And we got these guys. We're just gonna link these two up. Actually, no, because it's not linked up. That's where the mag enters. Hmm. This is the bottom part of the vector. So I'm working on this part of the vector at the moment. Electrober. So this part of the vector is being worked on at the moment. So this little edge is little the little edge is being a little pain. So we're trying to figure that out. But it's almost there. Almost there. Alrighty, guys. We're gonna hold it there for now. Tomorrow I'll do another stream and we shall continue. Well, actually, later tonight I'm gonna be streaming, but I'm not gonna be doing Blender. I'm gonna just relax and play some games. So if you're down, join in. It'll be on this this channel, and it'll just be a chill, relaxing stream. Um, so yeah, I appreciate you, Robert. Robert. I'm not reading your name right. Illitrobe. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm trying my best. um, and then we can just add in the box out the mag for tomorrow. So this guy goes all the way up there. Yeah, I think that is what we're going to try and do tomorrow. Is we're just gonna try and line that up. That looks like it does come in a little bit. So maybe even this guy goes down like so. Hmm. We shall see how many hours I'm going to stream. I'm going to try and do it as long as I can. It really depends on the time I have available. I do have a hike this weekend, so I am going to have to train for that. Well, continue to train for that. And I've got a few other things that I need to continue. But I'm gonna try and get as much, well, get in a few hours tomorrow and continue with the front of the Vector, the magazine. This part will be tackled tomorrow. The magazine and hopefully the barrel with a suppressor. And then this bad boy, the day after, will be tackled. So yeah, we're gonna try and get that. And yeah, appreciate you guys for attending. And I shall probably see you later tonight for some games, and then tomorrow for some more Blender. Yeah, thank you so much for attending, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. Cheers. Oh, in how many hours? I will be streaming in the gaming stream probably in about 2 hours or so, 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, the bolt animation is going to be interesting. um, a suppressor? No, but the suppressor looks so good, man. The suppressor looks so good. Look at this. Look at this. This looks so good. Beautiful. It looks. I'll give it 2 attachments. I'll give it a. I'm honestly thinking of 3 attachments, but we'll see. We'll see. 3 attachments. One with a good old muzzle brake. The other one with a suppressor. These ones. And the other one with maybe something like this attachment that this one has. This thing. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys for watching, and yeah, thank you for the support. It really helps a lot, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in a few hours. Cheers.